Welcome to Right Side Trading, where you can learn how to trade on the right side with confidence. Today is December 10th, 2016, and we'll talk about the weekly market review. But before we do so, let me direct your attention to the bottom of our webpage. Excuse me. And this section right here that talks about our disclaimer. I want to highlight this section in particular that says that our products and services are provided solely for educational purposes. Written and verbal statements, including those provided on our website by our staff members, testimony individuals, affiliates, and clients, are personal judgments and should be regarded as such. These written and verbal statements do not constitute investment advice. The government does want us to let you know that we are not licensed financial advisors, so please make sure that before you make any trading or investment decisions, you consult the advice of licensed financial advisors. We are just simply people who look at charts and give you an idea as to like what we think. All right, so that being said, let's go to the chart of the week, okay, and that is the SPX daily chart. We have had a tremendous rally, so much so that it's shocked so many people. And there's really not too much to say about what to expect except for the market to keep on going higher. So many people have been hurt trying to short this market in a bullish market, and it's so hard. I constantly keep on having to keep on telling people that we are in a bullish market. This market is ready to go higher and higher and higher, okay? And so it's just one of those things. I had an attorney that I was talking to not too long ago, and she was like, oh, well, you're just getting lucky because the market is bullish. I said, no, that's not true, because we saw it before it became bullish. Right when it started as bullishness, we saw when everybody was super, super pessimistic about it. We saw the market crash back in 2015 that happened in August. We saw that before it happened. We saw the bottom in 2016, February of 2016. We saw that. We saw the Brexit rally. We saw the election rally. We saw all that kind of stuff. So, you have to give credit where credit is due. And we've been singing this tune for the very longest time that this market is going higher and higher and higher, and we still saying the same thing as well. When there's people that are saying take profit, take profit, take profit, we saying let it ride, let it ride, let it ride. Okay. One of the things that, excuse me, one of the things I'll point your attention to is even back in some of the videos that we did. If you go to our YouTube page, you can either go to this link up here, or just go to YouTube, type in Right Side Trader right here, and enter this topic right here, Weekly Market Review, July 9th, 2016. You see in that video where we talked about this market ready to go. Even right here, this was as early as we started to let people know publicly that, the SPX rallied above the level needed for the next bullish breakout, okay? So, and this is back in July when we talked about this, okay, where we were talking about the next bullish breakout, and the market has done just that since July, okay. If you look at this one that we did about a week after that, it talks about the market is still looking very good for the bulls with a breakout above the resistance set on the charts a few months ago. And it says, with the market in all-time highs territory, what did we say right here? Sky is the limit. Okay, sky is the limit. So we were not talking about taking profits like so many people were saying. We're not saying short the market. We say sky is the limit with the way this is going, okay? And even at the time when the Nasdaq and the Russell was still lagging behind, we said, are they really lagging behind? Not necessarily, okay? Because we saw them also breaking out of resistance levels and bouncing off the support levels. It says right here, look at this, what it says this. We are in for a ride, okay? We are in for a ride to the upside. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about this market being in a bubble, or this market about to collapse, or this market is going to break down, or whatever the case might be, okay? And we talk about see why the talk of a bubble might be old news and why the charts are showing something different. It's the charts. The charts are showing us that it's trying to go higher, and that's what we try to highlight. And then the most recent one, another one that we talked about in October, on October 1st, we said it again. This is when so many people were talking about, oh, statistically, September is the month when the worst month of the year, so the market should go down. The Feds are coming out, and they were going to be making some announcements about interest rates. So people were complaining about the Feds controlling the market. The talk was about interest rates. The talk was about Brexit. The talk was about what is the catalyst that's going to send the market into the next depression. The talk was about a corruption and a big bans because, Wells Fargo was going through their stuff, and is this another Lehman collapse? The talk about was Apple and how Apple had nothing to offer, and then oil came out and it said it's OPEC, and then it was like gold, and people were trying to jump into gold, and it's like on and on and on and on and on and on and on. So many things that just confuses so many people. And then very simply just go to the chart that says, here's what our analyst from Right Side Trading has to say about all that. And it's saying it again. And it was one word, which was 1985. So I highly recommend that you guys go look at this. So not too many people are watching our videos, unfortunately. But, hey, we do give some very, very, very good information out there on a weekly basis about what we see in the market. And we've been right on over and over and over and over again. We've been saying this, that the market is doing what 1985 did, literally what 1980. You owe it to yourself to go watch this video on October 1st, 2016, Right Side Trader Weekly Market Review, October 1st, 2016, where we compared what was going on right now to what was going on in 1985, and you can see that on the chart, okay, on the chart. So these are the kind of things that we just kind of mentioned. So going back to the market again, it's no surprise that the market has done what it's done right now. And so the only question becomes, what are we expecting for it to do next week? And the answer, honestly, is like we're just looking for this market to go even higher. Right now, there is nothing on the chart. We go right here that shows anything bearish. Okay, there's no bearish signal. We've been having higher highs, and high. We've actually had higher highs and higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher lows. If you remember, over the next 2-3 weeks, these are the same things that we were seeing over here that I was saying this market was going high, higher and higher, higher. I know people that are frustrated because they want this market to pull back, but guess what? You're in for surprise. It might not pull back because it's very, very strong. How do we know that? When the market keeps on making higher lows, these are all signs that this market is trying to go higher. So until we see a lower high, a lower low, this market is just ready to go higher. Okay, and be prepared for that. For those of you guys who are waiting for that pullback, you might be waiting for a while. Okay, if we go to the weekly chart, okay, same thing is happening. Just look at this on a weekly basis. Higher high, higher lows. Okay, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. The market is just trying to go higher, and it said just last week said another higher low. So unless we break this right here, you can't expect any bear market or bubble that all these people keep on talking about. And if we go to the weekly chart, I'm sorry, not the weekly chart, but the monthly chart. If we go to the monthly chart, like I've been telling people, so look, as of right now, until the day we break this low right here, nobody should be talking about a bubble. Until we definitely break this low right here, nobody should be talking about a bubble. Anybody that talks about a bubble and that you should be short in this market, and the market has not failed these two lines right here, it's just outright has no idea how to read the charts and have no clue as to what the market is really trying to do. Okay, it's just simple guessing, because at the end of the day, we need to clear these two lines right here before anybody can talk about a bubble. So when I meet people and they're talking about, oh, well, don't you think it's overextended and then there might be a bubble? It's like, you just have no clue, okay? But literally, if you go back to that 1985 video, go back to watch that video that I did on October 1st, you will see exactly what I talked about, how we said, and we were talking about this, the market is going to go higher, it's going to go sideways for about 3 months, and then we're going to have a big pop, and then it just keeps on rallying. And it did that for about the next 2 years until we had, the great crash of 1980. But people was like, oh yeah, that's the only thing that happened for like a month. The market went down and kept on going higher until I can't even remember when the next bear market actually took place. Okay, but that's what we're trying to say here. This is the beginning phases of this market going higher. Again, I try to tell people, we go to a 20-year monthly chart. Okay, we've had a rally, we had a pullback, we had a rally, we had a pullback, we had a short rally, we had a pullback, then we had a long rally, then we had something that went like this. Some people can look at it like saying like this market went flat, because that's what a lot of people have been saying. 2015 was a flat year. But if you really think about it too, the market did have a pullback, so you can say that it did something like this as well. Okay, but then now it's breaking above both of those, okay? And now we see the market doing something like this, or if you want to look at it from here, this is what the market is doing now, where it's now breaking above this resistance level that we had right here. And again, any expectation of a pullback is very, very slim because we already had our retest. Let me show you what I mean by that. Okay, so whenever a breakout takes place, okay, which is this is a breakout that we were talking about. If you go back and watch the videos that I did right around in those months, okay, you will see that I talked about how the market breaks out. There's a chance for it to come back and retest that same level before it goes higher. So even when the market was doing all this and everybody was panicking, oh yes, this is the bubble, this is the crash, this is the collapse. I was like, no, it's not. We need to wait and see what happens. This market is just trying to retest itself and recalibrate itself, getting itself ready to go higher, okay? And then same thing it did right here. So again, to be expecting this market to pull back, you have a very, very slim chance of that happening, okay? Not that it couldn't happen, but you do not want to place your bets on a pullback as opposed to, going higher, okay? The odds are in the favor of it going higher, okay? Let's just put it that way. The odds are in the favor of it going higher than it is to go lower. Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, it has an 8.59%, 8.5 to 9 out of a scale of 1 to 10, and it's saying that it's trying to go higher as opposed to it going lower. Okay, or you could say we have an 85 to 90% chance that this market is trying to go higher rather than lower. Okay, and this is the big picture. This is month to month, so this is something that people need to pay attention to. The market is taking a break for about almost 20 months right here. It's retested itself, and now it's ready to go higher. So, guys, don't be shocked. I mean, if you look at the news has been peppered. I mean, on TV screens, MSNBC, CNN, Fox, Business Channel, Bloomberg. Is like how this market has just been rallying. They call it a Trump rally. Call it whatever you want. But the fact is, the chart was already telling us all this a while back. Okay. So it pays to learn how to read the charts. I'm not even going to go into any other stocks because the Nasdaq, the Russell, the Dow, the transportation index, they all doing the same. I mean, they all doing the same. So I just leave you with saying that, stay long. I mean, you do not want to be shorted in this market unless you have some very, strong candidates of stocks that are looking like it's ready to go down. But if not, you want to be on the long side of this market, meaning that you want to be buying in this market rather than shorting in this market. All right, so we'll wrap it up right there and leave it at that. We'll see how the market plays out this week. We have Christmas coming up, so we'll see. That's something else that I wanted to mention that I did not mention last time, which was the expectation of what was to happen this week, this last few weeks going into the year. Okay, because we have the Santa Claus rally, okay, which was going to start probably sometime not this week coming up, but the week after that. Okay, the week of Christmas, we should see, the market typically rallies during that time frame. And also, we expected it, and I just forgot to talk about this last week, that we expect the market to start building itself up into that Santa Claus rally and then really takes off again into the Santa Claus rally. So, again, the fact that the market moved, significantly higher this week is no surprise. We could expect the same thing to happen again next week, and then going into Christmas, and then all the way into the end of the year. We'll see what happens. If the market shows us anything on the chart that shows us that it's ready to start going down, we'll address that at that point in time. But until then, stay long, enjoy the ride. Okay, enjoy the ride. That's what we said on our thing, on our videos that we've done in the past. It's like, we are in for a ride. Enjoy the ride. Don't be one of those people who have been left out because you didn't know how to read the charts. So, again, we'll leave it at that. Remember to trade on the right side, always with confidence.